Governor Moore warned of difficult decisions ahead, but reassured everyone the state will confront, in his words, this moment of crisis with courage.
The governor of the great state of Maryland, Wes Moore!
Governor Wes Moore got the rock star treatment as he made his way to the House chamber podium. But his State of the State speech was filled with harsh realities and resolve.
These are the three pillars of our approach to confront this moment of crisis with courage. First, we will invest in industries of the future that will grow and diversify our economy. Second, we will reform the tax system to make it simpler, fairer, and pro-growth. And third, we will invest in our people.
The governor explained to us in a one-on-one interview that economic growth is his administration's North Star. He will focus on investing life sciences, IT, aerospace, and defense.
I think that by investing in these growth industries, it's going to give Maryland the best chance to really have an explosive economic decade.
The governor got a standing ovation for his comments about his tax code plan. It doubles the standard deduction. 2/3 of residents will see a tax cut. It lowers the corporate tax rate and raises taxes for those making $500,000 or more.
As someone who will be affected by this change, I'm okay with paying a little bit more if it means that we do not have to lay off firefighters or police officers.
What we're doing is having very, very substantial tax increases. They are not just going to fall on people who make the kind of money Wes Moore makes.
The governor told us he's not backing down on his tweaks to the Blueprint for Education plan, nor his budget proposal.
We think tax reform is incredibly important inside this moment. And yes, making sure we're looking at every single program and understanding if it's effective and sustainable, then we will fund it.
The governor announced 2 new initiatives. He wants to expand eligibility for expungement. The other uplifts male youth and young men. The governor says the state is being tested by fiscal challenges and by an administration in Washington that sows uncertainty, confusion, and chaos.
What we are going to continue to do is making sure that we are not just being responsive to the kind of chaos that has been introduced, but also really being proactive about what are the things that we can do to make sure that Maryland is prepared.
The governor told us easy decisions are off the table. Reporting from Annapolis, David Collins, WBAL TV 11 News.